Hi, welcome back. So this video is basically part 2 of the video I did a couple days ago about Without a Crystal Ball stealing her stories from other creators. What I'm hoping to show you is the picture by picture of how I came to that conclusion and explain to you how I actually just stumbled upon this. I always thought things like this were going on, but this week it just proved out. And so I decided that I needed to do this video. When I started last week putting a couple videos up, I didn't even know this story was something I'd be talking about, but because it kind of fell in my lap because of a Google search, I thought I would share with you what I found out and see what you all think. This is all just my opinion, but I got a lot of stuff here that points. It's pretty well educated opinion at this point. So the first story is the story that had me understand what's going on. It's the one that was the catapult here. Sister wives Cody Brown, daughter Maddie Brown, answered a viewer or a screen question in her comment section about who was the coolest guy besides her husband or her son. And they asked for just one guy. She pointed to her brother Hunter. So the story here, of course, is that she didn't pick Cody. Well, Katie had said it was in a Q&A on Instagram. So I went looking for this Q&A. I couldn't find one. So I went to Google to see where the story comes from. And that's when I found this article right here from Soap Dirt. And in the Soap Dirt article is this picture where they'd circled Hunter's face. On Katie's video, she uses this picture where Hunter's face is circled. Well, Soap Dirt's article came out October 6th in the morning. Katie Joy's article came out late October 6th afternoon. But the picture proves, because Maddie's picture didn't have his face circled, and Katie wouldn't have had his face circled, but the picture that was in the morning in that article circled his face. So if Katie had taken this off of Maddie's Instagram, his face wouldn't have been circled. She actually took it off of another creator. So I think that's pretty disgusting. It's called cheating. So here's Joanna Duggar, and this is a Instagram article. Joanna Duggar responds to fans concerned that she might drop her daughter Evie. Then that was on October 5th. Here is Pop Culture's article. Joanna Duggar responds to fan concern she dropped baby girl. And that was written and posted on October 6th. And now this one is Katie Joy Without a Crystal Ball. Joanna Duggar claps back at fan concerned about her baby. So you can see she changed respond to clap back, and baby, she just didn't say Evelyn's name. But it's the same exact article. This article, in chronological order, In Touch, the 5th. Pop Culture, the 6th, and Katie's is the 8th. She pretended that she missed getting the screenshot where Joanna had clapped back. Well, she's lying. She sat there and outright lied. She didn't have the screenshot that, I saw it in real time, and I just missed grabbing that screenshot. No, because she took it from these other people and they hadn't got the screenshot. So Katie couldn't get the screenshot. It's already been taken down. But she lies to everybody. She cons everybody because she needs to say she's credible. She saw it in real time. That way, maybe we wouldn't notice that she's actually cheating on somebody else's paper. Katie, we learned that in grade school. You don't look on somebody else's paper. You do your own work. So the Maddie Brown article, she put in a video about Mary Brown and proved that with the picture. Here we can prove it with the dates of the articles. She's 3 days later than the first article. She used the title almost verbatim, clap back instead of respond, and baby instead of Evelyn. But otherwise, it's exact article, exact title. Then she went on, this is Katie's article, Daniel Busby, concerned Blake may need costly procedure. Well, by the way, that article or that video is about Blake needing braces. Yeah, the costly procedures, little girl might need braces. This is Soap Dirt's article. Outdaughter Daniel Busby says Blake may need costly procedure. Again, the title is word for word the same. So the article is the same. And she's trying to drag on the Busbys that they can't afford this. It might be a hardship to this family. And it's like, my goodness, Katie, a lot of children need braces. And of course, it's a fee nobody probably wants to have to spend, but most parents do. And they're on television. They live in a $500,000 house. Adam has over 1.25 million subs on his Instagram page. I didn't check to see on his other social media, but they both work, and she's trying to, because she has nothing on the Busbys, or as she likes to call them, the Busbys, because she read the name. She never heard the name. It's over and over and over again, this name thing is an issue, and it proves lack of credibility. So this article came out that afternoon after Soap Dirt had written it in the morning, and she used the same title, shared the same information over and over and over again. She keeps doing this. I think we should, as viewers, we should maybe check out people that are doing these stories earlier. If this would have been a real story, In Touch had it 3 days before Katie said anything, and yet Katie wants to be the authority on the show she covers, like Inside Scoop. She doesn't have Inside Scoop, no more than you or I. We can just go out there and make it up. And I think it might be fun to do a few stories that way and show how easily it is done to make it up and call it tea. If you are willing to steal other people's work and you're willing to lie about people to make money, then you'll stoop to just about anything, I think. And I think that's what's showing here, is how low Katie will stoop to make a story. So this screenshot is of a comment on Katie's story. Why report on something you don't have facts on? Just curious. It would appear the Busbys will be your newest victims, where you report what you think might happen. Well, I think this viewer is being nice, that it's just what she thinks might happen. That would be renders a guess. No, she will spew things out as fact. She will twist, distort, and play games with people's lives. So just think. I don't think is the right word. I think it's more malicious. So here is a a video or a screenshot of Katie's Twitter, and she is now going to say, take down Matt Roloff. So this says, watching this week's episode of Little People, Big World, am I the only one that is annoyed that even after their divorce, Matt Roloff still treats Amy like SHIT? I can't with him. He could leave the show and I'd be okay. Well, here's what's interesting about this is she puts that question out there in the morning on Twitter. She gets 4 or 5 responses, and like 3 or 4 of them chimed in, yeah, Matt's bad, Matt's awful. So then she can say, we, or fans think, or, adding credence by pretending it's more people. So here's her article. Fans call out Matt Roloff for rude behavior toward Amy amid farm drama. Leave Amy alone. Well, she's, of course, entitled to her opinion, but notice where she got that from. She asked a question, got a few people to agree, and all of a sudden, it's fans are saying. It doesn't even match the narrative of the show. Amy and Matt have been divorced for 5 years, over 5 years, and she still stayed in that house. She's owned half the property until last year, where he bought the new piece from her. He owns that free and clear, but the pumpkin farm and the house are still 50-50. Well, Amy bought a new house in town, and she struggles to move, and that's what this storyline is. And her son, her fiance, and Matt all seem to agree that something's wrong, that Amy's taking forever. She's holding on to the past. And they even go on to say next week's episode is going to be showing where the boyfriend kind of goes that path. So then I guess next week the boyfriend can be taken down too. So here's the wall trips of Sweet Home Sextuplets. And Katie posted the TLC's mentioning of the show coming back that week. And she decides to slam Courtney's hair. And nobody liked it. I mean, not one person. She got comments left and right telling her to knock it off. Don't go there. This is uncalled for. This is a nice lady, nice family. Leave them alone. So this says, this is underneath the post. She went, I think TLC. And then Katie says, Sweet Home Sextuplets is back. Is she morphing into Kate Gosselin with this hairdo? Well, everybody can't stand Kate Gosselin, is problematic, a disgusting person. Lots of adjectives we could put on Kate Gosselin, but nobody's buying that should be put on Courtney Waltrip. Courtney Waltrip carried 6 children and 1 pregnancy, and it took a toll on her body, which she talks about how it took a toll on her hair. But leave it to Katie to make fun of someone else's hair. Just put that in your brain for a second. She's making fun of someone else's hair. So she would comment on each person as they were putting "don't do this" and say, I watched the show, I watched the show, I watched the show. It's just a stupid comment. It's just a stupid joke. It's silly. I don't mean it. Then finally she says, clearly her hair doesn't look like Kate Gosselin, because she's trying to save herself from the idiot she made herself out to be, and people weren't having it. So if you look at these stories, these were all this week. And she cheated and or lied and or tried to stir up BS every time. And the ones where they're verbatim, I don't know why anybody would listen to her. If we just wanted somebody to read us social media, then I guess go pay Katie to watch her videos. But she doesn't have any credence. She's trying to jump into new families, and it's disgusting. It shows her being evil, and I, for one, am sick of it. So thank you for watching.